Hey everybody, it's Nicole again. I'm going to do one final video for today. I wanted to do kind of an instructional video on what is a traveler's notebook, what do I do with it, how do I use it, what is it good for, so on and so on and so on. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you a video on what a traveler's notebook is, what kind of accessories you can use in it, what kind of things you can do with it, so on and so on. So this is one of my traveler's notebooks. I'm going to go ahead, it's empty at the moment, and show you what kind of things I add to mine and what kind of things that you can actually do with these traveler's notebooks. So start with the basics is what is a traveler's notebook? So a traveler's notebook is basically a piece of leather that has on the inside elastic bands. It can be any number from 1 to however many you want to have added. There's a lot of manufacturers of these notebooks now that can add, as many as you want or as few as you want. And what you do with these is you actually use these to bind in notebooks, paper notebooks, or what is called inserts. So I'm going to show you a couple of insert options as well as accessory options that go into these traveler's notebooks, and I'll show you how you actually put those in. Okay, so here's a couple that I have. I'll go over what they're used for. Weekly. Going to have a rubber band. I'll show you what's called piggybacking in a minute. Another one like that. Some of these. And some of that. Oops. And one of these. Okay, so I'm going to show you what all of these are. Okay, so these are all inserts that you can actually put into these traveler's notebooks, and I'll go through them kind of one at a time. These here are inserts that you can use for, say, planning and organizing your life. This one, for example, is my own monthly calendar, so I can put a monthly calendar in it. I've also got a weekly calendar here, so it's a week on 2 pages. I've got a to-do list insert, so you can do project to-do lists. That can also go in there. And then I've also got just regular notebooks that you can actually purchase from your local stationery store. This is a Moleskine, for example, Moleskine Cahiers size notebook that can also go in here. And how these actually go into the notebook is you take them, and as I said before, they bind in using these elastic bands. So you want to open it up to the middle page. If I can find the middle page. There it is. And then just bind it in like that. And the beauty of this system is that once you've filled up the notebook, you don't throw away the notebook. You don't get rid of this beautiful decorative leather cover. You just take out these notebooks that you've filled up. Say I've written all the notes that I need in this one particular notebook. I just take it out and put another one in, so I can just replace it and continue to use this. One of the other cool things about these is that if you get bored of this cover, you can get another one and trade them out. This week it'll be this one, next week it'll be a different one, so on and so on. So, you can have something different every week if you wanted to. So the other thing that I'm going to show you how to do is for those who say buy Midori itself. Midori, I think, don't quote me on this, has either only 1 or perhaps 2 elastic bands in it. So one of the things that people have learned how to do is what's called piggybacking, and that is to actually bind one notebook to another so that you can fit it in on one elastic. So this is actually already set up to do piggybacking. This, you can see, is a rubber band here on the weekly calendar insert, and all I've done is just like you would if you were binding it inside the notebook. Open it up to the middle page, take the rubber band, put it around the insert, and then you've got the other half of the rubber band sticking out the other side. Then all you do is take your second insert, in this case I'm going to use the monthly calendar insert, wrap it around that one, and then pull it, and then you've got two that are piggybacked to each other. Then what you do is you just take that bundle, take an elastic band, slide it under, and there you go. So you've got two bound on the one elastic. So I can have up to 8, but I can actually put in more if I wanted to, because you can actually take, let's see here, this elastic band that's holding these two in, and I could actually take one more, open it up to the middle, and position it like that. So I have 3 now on the one strand. So, you know, like I said, you can pack these pretty full with different notebooks. So if you have a notebook for home, you have a notebook for work, you have a notebook for your kids, you have a notebook for, you know, any one particular thing. People make lots of different kinds of inserts for you to track different things. There's health and fitness, there's weight management, there's to-dos, there's monthly and weekly calendar inserts, all kinds of things. So yeah, there's plenty of different inserts that you can put in it to sort of get the ideal notebook or the notebook that you really want, and the contents of the notebook that you really want. So that is piggybacking and putting notebooks, or actually loading the notebook. The other kinds of inserts that I have here are, these two are actually from Midori itself. So this one, the first one here, is actually a 12 pocket credit card or card holder, and it's made of a nice quality plastic with thumb notches in it so that you can easily access your card. And it's got the same on the other side, so there's 6 on each flap, and the way you load these in is the exact same way that you would load the notebooks in, which is to say you just take an elastic and then put it under that elastic, and then it's bound in. The second one from Midori is this one, which is a zipper pouch on the one side. And again, it's that same high quality plastic material, and then a large sleeve on the other side. And the sleeve actually goes on one side, and then if you flip it over, it's also on the other side. So you put that in again the exact same way. And this time I'm actually just going to wrap this insert around that insert so that it's just one bundle, just like that. Then the next insert that I have, these are the rest of these are basically ones that I make. They are available on my Etsy shop if you're interested in them. These are, it's a 6-pocket folder, so it's actually got 1, 2, and a large pocket at the top, and same on the other side, and it's just a folder. And I make these not just for Midori or traveler's notebooks. I also make them for ring-bound planners. I use a ring-bound planner in my daily life, and then this kind of planner system I actually use for things like journaling. But I'll show you real quick. This is my everyday planner, and inside I have my 6-pocket folder that I actually hold my stickers and things in. So I actually make these again. They're available on my Etsy shop. I make them for Midori and for ring-bound planners. Here's a couple of other examples that I made for ring-bound. Actually, Midori or ring-bound. If you want it ring-bound, I punch the holes for you before I actually send it out. But yeah, those are available on my Etsy, as I say. And then dashboards. So most of us who use ring-bound planners are aware of dashboards. They are just places for you to stick post-it notes and important reminders and things too. And I make these for, again, I actually make them for traveler's notebooks and for ring-bound planners as well. But with a dashboard, and a dashboard inside of a traveler's notebook, what I do with these, because I usually like my dashboard up front, is I'll take them and I'll take let's say the first 3 notebooks. I just wrap them around the first 3 notebooks. So like that. Okay, and that's basically a full loaded notebook now, where I can add all the different elements that I want to, or you know, start loading up my dashboard, start using my calendar, start using my to-do lists and things, put all my stationery and things into, say, this sun, or load it into the pouch here. I start using it for taking notes and the like. On this particular Artori, I've got a pen loop there, so I just put, you know, my fountain pen, attach my fountain pen to that, and as well as the, for Artori notebooks, they have bookmarks, bookmark areas for bookmarks, so I can just take, say, these ones, or your favorite charms, or jewelry, planner jewelry, and just attach them to the bookmarks. I know there are a lot of manufacturers of these that do that, but I don't think the actual Midori has them. But, you know, just load up my charms to the notebook, use them to bookmark my favorite pages, and there you go. So that's a real quick, well, hopefully quick, overview on what a traveler's notebook is and how you actually load it up. Like I said, these things are really configurable, just like you would think a ring-bound planner is. You change them to what suits your individual purpose through the use of the different inserts and things. There's a lot of sellers on Etsy, myself included, that do inserts as well as the covers themselves. So if you're interested in that, I'd head over to Etsy and have a look. There's a great many people who do these. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, and hopefully this has either introduced you now to the world of Traveler's Notebooks or given you some more information on Traveler's Notebooks. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks. Bye.